Hello lovelies and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jay and in today's video we are answering some of your assumptions about me. Yes, I asked on my TikTok and my Instagram both for some assumptions about me because I wanted to kind of like answer those questions and give y'all a little insight into me and who I am as a person a little more and just like talk a little bit. We also have a new setup right now. I don't know if I'm going to film in this spot regularly or if I'm going to keep moving around like I have been, but this is a really cool spot. It's my Garf shrine, and I also have my Monster High dolls that are like the classic ones here, and a few other trinkets, and also the fan art section, so it's a cool spot to film in. Before we get into the video, I do just want to plug my social media, so Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook now as well, because I'm trying to promote on Facebook more because I've been on there a lot more and I really want more followers and friends and stuff. So I'm really trying to be more active with social media in the new year, especially here on YouTube and especially on Instagram and TikTok as well. Like a lot of places, but especially YouTube, because I have really been lacking in the past and I want to get really much more invested into it. What am I doing with my arms? Getting right into the assumptions, I have my iPad right here for reference. Phrase Chew on TikTok says, your fursona is a cat. Okay, so I do in fact have a fursona. I know some people are really hateful of furries and like furry fandoms and stuff, and like I've never really gotten why, as someone who attends like conventions and like is into J fashion and alt fashion of all kind. It's just kind of like, I don't get it. Like, what's the big deal? As long as they're not doing anything like inappropriate, what's the big deal? But anyway, I had two personas. One was if I can find it, a possum when I had short hair and like I was like in my grungy phase. And then another one that is way more recent is my bunny one, which is super cute, and yeah, it's just like a little pink fursona. I'll put the picture up right here. Stale_cupcake1 says, you went through an emo phase. I definitely went through an emo phase. I'll pop up some pictures of my emo phase right here. I do really want to do a style evolution video eventually where I like go completely through the timeline of my style evolution. So I really want to do that soon. So be on the lookout for that video. Pepsi Supremacy said, you own MLP or Care Bears merchandise. Y'all know I own MLP and especially Care Bears merchandise. I have Care Bears on my lockers, Care Bears on my shelves, Care Bears in a net, Care Bears on my body, because I am literally obsessed with Care Bears. I love them so much. They were such an integral part of my childhood and like growing up and enjoying the original movies and like the cartoons and stuff was like so important to me as a kid and really shaped me as a person, and like, yeah. And also MLP is just autistic coded. Your BS spam ack. God, these TikTok usernames are something else. One of your first fictional crushes was from Danny Phantom. Yes, Sam. Sam was so, I wanted to be her, and I also wanted to like date her because I was like, she's so cool. Crack.Fox said, you like the teacup rides at theme parks a lot. Smiley face. I do love the teacup rides. I really like the teacup rides. So spinny, you know? So spinny. Is that the hand motion?
Yeah, I think that's
right.
Yeah.
The hand motion. Spinny. Garfield's Toe Beans said, you enjoy Garfield. Give you a wild guess on that one. Special interest. Yep, I love Garfield. Reese3650 assumed your favorite Dragula contestant was Erica Clash. Absolutely wrong. Hoso Teratoma is where it is at. I love her. Also, Coco Kane, love her as well. I really enjoy all the Dragula girls' work and like the Dragula performers' work. Like their art is so amazing, but Hoso especially, their art and what she does for the community, especially in like just the raw emotional aspects of her performances, are so beautiful to watch, and like that's why I love Hoso. Hoso is epic. Spooky_kid__ assumes you watch Sailor Moon so much it's basically an addiction. Actually, lately I have not been watching a ton of anime. I've kind of taken a step back because I don't know, I've just not been watching a lot of anime. If I do, it's like a repeat of animes I've watched before, but even that, like, I've just been rewatching Death Note for like the past few months. Wow. It's been a long time since I watched like a really new or really like one of my favorite animes. Even Nana. I haven't watched Nana in forever. Like, we started it, my partner and I started watching Nana, and then like I was like, I can't do this again! So I had to literally stop. Pluto.exe underscore assumed you're a cat lover. Absolutely, I'm a cat lover. I have 2 cats of my own, plus my mom's cat in the house makes 3, and I really do adore my cats, especially my Casa baby. She is so sweet and cuddly, and I love her so much. Battery.acid assumed 1, you really like fashion. Yes, obviously. 2, you like retro toys. Yes, obviously. 3, probably an artist. Yes, absolutely. I do enjoy art. I do enjoy the drawing and the digital creation and the creative aspects of life. 4, big fan of pastels and rainbows. Absolutely, I love pastels and rainbows. I love pastel rainbows. Yeah, I'm a very colorful character. Emmets.high assumed you like Squishmallows and Sailor Moon. Okay, this is gonna be a very controversial take, but I personally am not that into Squishmallows. Like, honestly, I never got into the craze. We have one Squishmallow, Wendy, and that is Lycan Squishmallow that she brought into the relationship, so I don't know. Like, I've never really been into collecting them, and obviously I love Sailor Moon, but I've never been into collecting, like, Squishmallows, and even though I love Wendy, and Wendy is beautiful, and I love her, and Wendy, Squishmallow collecting would be dangerous for me as well, so that's kind of the reason I've, like, tried to not get into it as well, because, like, I'm a collecting, I collect and collect and collect and do not stop. So if I get into Squishmallows, I know it'll become an addiction, and I am not ready for that. _ghost_t_ assumed. You say that you don't cry at sad movies, but then after watching one, you become depressed for 3 days. Okay, this is kind of true, kind of not true, because I don't ever claim that I won't. Like, I know it's gonna happen. I know it'll happen to me. I get so sad after watching sad movies, like, and reading sad books. Reading sad books is literally devastating. When there is a sad ending in a book, I am devastated. Like, I remember a very vivid memory of finishing Hunger Games, the last book, Mockingjay, right? Mockingjay. I remember reading the last book of the Hunger Games series, and I literally went into the shower and bawled my eyes out because, like, I was so invested in the characters and their story, and that, like, seeing and reading the ending was, like, so emotionally devastating that, like, I bawled in the shower and was, like, so melodramatic about it. I was a teen too, so, like, maybe that's why. I definitely am the type of person to cry immediately afterward and during and for a few days afterward. But yes, I definitely am a emotional person who cries very easily, especially at sad movies and books and anything in life. Literally, sad TikToks make me cry. Like, I will be scrolling on TikTok and just a sad one pops up and I will immediately just, like, stop, start crying, finish it, and then move on. I'm rethinking my life choices. Fart barfing assumed. I feel like you and your partner have swapped styles at some point in your life before. We kind of have. I definitely dress very gothic very often, which is Lycan style, and she has dressed in my fashion like once or twice. I literally dressed her up in Lolita one time. Here's a picture of that. And 2 times actually, 2 times. And yeah, like, we've kind of swapped styles. I want to do a video about that as well, because, like, obviously. Yeah, we swapped styles, but not like in an official poster way or anything like that, but I definitely want to. DefLover0257 assumes, I think you like cotton candy, but not the traditional flavors. Fun ones like Pina Colada and Mars Blast, Strawberry Fizz. I love cotton candy. Like, who doesn't love cotton candy? Honestly. And if it has a unique flavor, more power to you. I love it even more. Especially, like, honestly, especially the strawberry ones. I love strawberry flavorings so much. I'm not a huge fan of strawberries that are, like, non-organic, because, like, then they get, like, this waxy texture to them. And it's just, like, they're always so dense. I don't know how to describe it, but, like, the non-organic strawberries or, like, the non-homegrown strawberries always just taste really artificial and weird to me, so I just don't like those. But everything else I love about strawberries. One Dakota, one my one beloved one, assumed scared of the dark and plays Animal Crossing. Also really love your partner because y'all look swaggy. Oh, also really loves your partner because y'all look swaggy. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, I always explain it so weird. I'm not scared of the dark per se. I'm scared of, like, not knowing my surroundings and, like, what could potentially be in the dark with me. Especially since I'm kind of a paranoid person. Like, I'll start thinking if I'm in a room alone, completely pitch black, that, like, someone's breathing around me. Or I'll hear, like, rustling. Like, I've been in horror situations, I guess you could say, where, like, it's dark and it's scary and, like, it's hard to see. So it's just, like, very off-putting. But it's never, like, the actual darkness itself. It's just, what the going on in the darkness. I absolutely love Animal Crossing. I've been playing it a lot lately, so love Animal Crossing. Deckle Ghoul assumed you were a weird kid in school, so you started dressing how you wanted when you were an adult. Absolutely. I was severely bullied. No one really, like, understood me or, like, my quirks or interests or anything about me, especially since, like, I live in the Midwest. It is literally, I grew up and went to school surrounded by cornfields. And, like, I was not the stereotypical person you would see walking down the street every day. And I definitely have seen more people like me in the past few years. And especially as I've been, you know, involving myself more in communities outside of my hometown. But yeah, I was the weird kid in school, definitely. I was openly gay, I was autistic, and I was fat, and I was, like, very mentally ill. Like, yeah, I was weird. And of course I had all the quirky interests. I was the artsy one, the creative one in theater and all this stuff. Like, I wasn't the stereotypical high school popular person at all. Shinny Shinji IRL assumed you sleep in your makeup sometimes. I do that a lot. I do it more than I should, and I know that I shouldn't, but it's never really hurt me in the long run. I know it probably will down the line, like, when I'm older, but I've just never really cared that much, and, like, my makeup doesn't transfer that easily, so it doesn't stain my stuff if I do rub my face across my like, pillars or something, but it's still not something that's really good. AP.PL3 assumed you have a fear of spiders. No. Your How I Met Your Girlfriend story is a funny one. No. We literally met on Tinder. You have wanted to or have owned a reptile. No. I'm not interested in reptiles because I know how extremely hard they can be to take care of, and I'm just not willing or really able to put that much extreme work into a pet, and especially a pet that, like, can't have free roam of my home and kind of do its own thing. Kitty.com assumed you look like Bee from Bee and Puppy Cat, smiley face. I would love to think that. I would really love that a lot. Definitely not the Netflix version of Bee, probably, because they slimmed her way down, and I'm still a little petty over that. However, I think I look a lot like the original Bee with just maybe a little more chub, but that's okay. Sophia_does_drawing. You have an attitude. Honestly, yeah, I would say I have an attitude. Like, I do have a very unique personality, and, like, when people are rude to me, like, I just do not sit and take it anymore. I'm a recovering people pleaser, I like to say, because, like, I do tend to let people walk all over me in the past, but I'm really working towards not doing that, setting healthy boundaries, and being a better spokesperson and advocate for myself in the future. So yeah. Okay, moving on to the Instagram questions. Petite_Tomoyo assumed pink isn't your favorite color. My favorite color has always been and always will be pink. Even when I denied that it was my favorite color as like the tomboyish little kid and like the grungy teen, pink was always a color that's just like so beautiful and lovely, and I've just like always really adored it. It's like just such a happy, lovely color, and that's what I try to embody with my spirit, I guess. Whatever. But Tam Mellows, my very sweet and wonderful friend, assumed, "You're so hot and sexy and everyone wants to be you." No, probably not true. I know there's some people that have like been like, "I wish I was you," and I'm like, okay, do you want this mental illness? Do you want these issues? But I am pretty hot and sexy. Nightmare Fuel __ assumed Warrior Cats phase while growing up. In elementary school was when Warrior Cats was really popping off and like everyone was reading it. We would play Warrior Cats at recess, and I would be the mother cat. And I think that's why I have so many issues, because like I've always been the mom friend, like the con mom, the mom at playtime, the mom figure, the maternal influence, and it's like, I don't even want to have kids. Natalie _Cope 23 assumed, "You prefer tea over coffee." Absolutely, I'm not a big coffee drinker at all. It's just never been my thing, and yeah, I'm not a fan of coffee. Diamond Lion 175 assumed, "You are obsessed with your partner." Do you even have to ask? Like, I love my partner. Of course I'm obsessed with her. She means the whole wide world to me, and I would literally do anything for her. Anything. But yeah, I literally love my partner so much. She is, like, so important to me, and just, like, my whole reason for, like, putting in the effort that I do into anything, because she's always the one cheering me on. Just Being Cute assumed, "You have always smiled and cheeses in pictures." I absolutely have. I'm always the first person to like pose or do a cute like little thing for the camera or whatever, because my mom growing up, like, she photographed literally everything. She was a scrapbooker and a photographer and just really loved capturing memories and stuff. And like, obviously not every photo I'm smiling in, but every photo that I know I'm in from like probably 10 years now at least, I pose. Lavender _Eater assumed, "For some reason I feel like you had a Five Nights at Freddy's or Undertale phase growing up." You assumed right, and I hate myself for it. Okay, no, I don't hate myself for it, but like, it was that phase that was very influential, but also like not in all the best ways. Especially with unlimited access to the internet from such a young age. And like, yeah, so not all of it was great, but most of it was at least fun. Okay, so I'm going to do one more assumption and then we're gonna cut the video because I think that's enough. My camera has died once already, so if the camera angle changed, that's why. I'm so sorry. Adrian.Darling assumed, "You prefer indica over sativa." No! I actually have a really bad reaction to indica. Every time that I take it, I have really bad panic attacks. I don't know why exactly, but as long as it's sativa, I don't have any issues. But with indica, I literally like have such bad panic attacks. So I just stick with sativa. And it makes me feel so energized and happy, so that's a great bonus. If you liked today's video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, babe. And I will see you in the next video. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.